Each year, over 600 college campuses across the country unite in a powerful movement to bring mental health struggles out of the shadows and foster hope through community. And tomorrow, this Sunday, Virginia Tech joins that mission with the Out of the Darkness Walk. Joining us this morning is Jillian Riccio from the Safe Club at Virginia Tech. And Jillian, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, for people who may not know, what is the Safe Club?
So Safe Club is a suicide awareness club. It was created at my high school about 5 years ago following the death of my dear friend Jameson. The club just strives to promote a world without suicide, talk about suicide in a healthy light, and then really target those warning signs for suicide to prevent it in the future.
Absolutely. And so the Out of the Darkness Walk, what is it and how does it help you guys with your mission?
So the Out of the Darkness Walk takes place about over 600 campuses nationwide, and then there's also community walks, and more than I can count. But the walk partners with the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, and all the research, or all the money goes straight to suicide prevention research, and then support for survivors and families of survivors. And the walk itself just really strives to end the stigma around suicide and just gather a lot of college students and faculty to create a world without suicide and really get through this together.
And now you mentioned that this touched you personally, which I'm so sorry about. Why do you think it's so important to bring these conversations about suicide and mental health out in the open, especially on high school and college campuses?
Yes, unfortunately, suicide is the #2 leading cause of death for college students and has been for a couple of years now. And suicide rates have reached their peak since 1941. So we're definitely in a mental health crisis, and creating the conversation really does help to end the stigma around suicide and really let people know that they're not alone in their fight and there are resources out for them. So this walk really just strives to create a community and support for those struggling with any mental health disorders or anything like that.
And we've talked about 600 college campuses, there's community walks. This impact, it goes well beyond college campuses and into our communities. I mean, why do you think that's important, not just on college campuses, but just everywhere?
It's so important everywhere, considering this really is a huge mental health crisis within the United States. Just needs to be a bigger conversation, and there are so many resources out there. I never thought suicide would impact my life so much, but those resources are there. It is preventable, and we have to get through it together. And I think just through a walk like this, and just showing up for your friends and your community and your family, you really never know what people are going through. So just being there really still does make such a huge difference.
And how can people get involved, whether they want to come to the walk or if they can't come but still want to support?
Yeah, so on the screen right now is a little bit of information. It's on the drill field tomorrow at 12 o'clock, and then you can also email jillyriccio5@gmail.com, and then there should be a QR code up there too. And you can also look up at AFSP Campus Walks.
Perfect. And we will have all of that information on our website at WSLS.com if you want to get involved. Jillian, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.